with a final match in this group, so it's all to play for right now. Vitality don't want another Katowice to come up empty for them. Another underwhelming year, especially with how well they started 2023. It's all to play for.
There's going to be a lot of attention here, not necessarily on ZywOo as the hero piece, but I would say it's the supporting cast of characters around him. nicoodoz picks up where he leaves off. A clean opener onto Magisk. And now roeJ getting involved. Not these two again. Vitality getting churned up outside. They're going to try and deal with nicoodoz, but he's got reinforcements. KRIMZ and FASHR come in with a killer piece. Just Apex left in a sea of fnatic players down towards the B side. roeJ's got his number. fnatic, they find the pistol, and the domination might be set to continue there. Everyone chiming in, with the exception of Mezi.
And we've seen a lot of improvements for Vitality on this map, on rather this year, right? But this map is not one that we've had fielded more than once. It was last week in Copenhagen. It was the one map they dropped, actually, in an otherwise flawless tournament. And they lost it to heroic 16-13, of course, a very strong Nuke team. Still, it doesn't give me a lot of optimism with fnatic coming in off of that dominant Mirage. Rifles outside. And barely a buy for Vitality. You're not getting down to secret, I can tell you that much.
It's really cute as well how much roeJ and nicoodoz do like to play together. The bond between these two Danish brothers still very strong from the Falmez days.
Oh, run boost. Maybe they will make it down. Let's see if someone can snipe them out of the air. Oh dear, can't go for a head. Spotted on the top of red, and roeJ makes them all dead. 3 kills. Easy does it. The rifles will reap their rewards, and fnatic come out with 5 alive. Easy done. Vitality coming in with the guns, though. That's what it was all for.
You know, we were talking about Apex as a very emotional player, someone who's very, on the nose with how he's feeling. You can see it in his body language, you can see it in his actions, and we were kind of weighing up the pros and cons of having a player like that. Right, the highs are very high, but the lows are very low. And so the big question is, can Vitality dig themselves out of the dumps here? His first rifle round going to be a good eye test for exactly that. No AWP in sight for ZywOo, as is the nature of the third round bite. Just not an option. Still, he's more than comfortable with the rifle here on T-side Nuke. Waiting back in the lobby for Vitality. Often a lot is weighted around this first idea, this first look in, right? If they get the opener, they're real dangerous. But if they don't, oftentimes their T-sides kind of run out of fuel. They just kind of sputter along in the round, and then it all starts to break down. So let's see. Seems like they're centered in on taking ramp away. This reposition to behind the orange box. It's nice for KRIMZ. Will it go unchecked?
Well, he is facing, or at least he was until a moment ago, looking for a cross to hell, but they're going to walk right into it. The bait from ramp as well. KRIMZ about to strike. They turn around on a dime. No idea why, but it's a perfect read. Getting that double kill for Spinks opens up B, and a man down. fnatic have to retake, or do they? roeJ's already pulling back, uncertain. If a kill doesn't present itself, fnatic might never consider this, and they know we can buy up next, but we've got to save. I mean, even if they lost every gun, they could still get a little bit. But they want that guarantee, and they probably want that AWP as well. Vitality, 2 kills will do it. KRIMZ was in the power position to get away with a multi-kill there after they got baited in on Hell. And I think part of that is you kill nicoodoz and you know you haven't killed the ramp player. That is the rotate. And so maybe Vitality's second guess could be behind us. And he is. Round on the board early though.
It's a shame for KRIMZ there, right? It's this check from Spinks. He very quickly kind of realizes not everything's what it seems. Hits the perfect timing on the turnaround. Like if that was half a second later, KRIMZ has already destroyed someone on that path down towards B, and that would have given way to a 3v3 retake, one that fnatic would have attempted. Instead, they never even give it a go. util reigning over, fast in towards main. Denies that early peak, but Vitality don't look to get stuck in. Instead, centering a lot of the attention over towards outside.
Yeah, I can see a lot of this on even CT sides. Apex pushing up and being aggressive at red. It's gone right behind main to begin this one. dupreeh with something. Might just be a main smoke. I want to see where this one goes, Rush. Yeah, doing a wall, a wide wall, so Vitality can get full control outside. They can even go through garage on timing, or just cross towards secret. It's a bit of a ruse right now. It's only Apex selling this one, but fnatic don't know that. They have zero info right now outside. FASHR using that SMG up close. Apex spams nicoodoz. He was in heaven though, so he can probably see something. FASHR, this is a great gun for this position. He's even got a 1v1. They can upgrade. Magisk pulls nades. Free kill. They're already outdoor.
Yeah, Mezzi back at the site. Has a bit of support here. Playing in tandem with FASHR on that hut push. They've churned up the attempt to take door, and the bomb is cut loose in the center of this site. roe's waiting for Apex's rotate through main, and it's just lovely how every contingency is watched here for fnatic. Spinks gets wrapped on. FASHR carries on, pushing through the hut and comes in with the wrap round, and Spinks was not expecting that. He thought he'd get a bit more respect in that clutch.
FASHR's probably the most interesting player for me on this map specifically, right? Because while roeJ and nicoodoz have wreaked havoc in this series and have been the problem pieces on fnatic, FASHR, this is his map. This is like his home map, right? Back on Ecstatic, before joining this team, we saw some unbelievable games from this guy as a backside anchor and so many multi-kills of the A4. He's a very comfortable Nuke player, and he's alongside Mezzi on A as well, who is a solid anchor. So you've got like the double anchor man on this A side. Yeah, I think this is going to be a really hard problem to deal with if you're Vitality, and the A site is, it's a site where if you can get the right util, if you can have a clean execute, you can win a round off 1-2 kills. But those 1-2 kills are not going to come easily with these two on the other side.
Yeah, I think, Nuke is a very complementary map to fnatic as a result, right? Because you've got roeJ and nicoodoz who like to remain very mobile. They're a perfect duo for outside in this, ramp rotate position. Then you got KRIMZ who loves just anchoring down the ramp. And as mentioned, two guys who throughout their careers have been used to the A-site anchor role. They've thrived in it. A match made in heaven. nicoodoz opens up. And speaking of matches made in heaven, this round could be decided from that position. Good kill from the AWP.
Oh, bye.
Oh, dear.
Why rush it? Take your time. Look how much control they're getting. Just make sure you don't whiff the shot, and Vitality can be way further than roeJ's ready for. This is
double trigger discipline.
Hold the shot and let your teammate climb up heaven and execute two at the same second. This is a Rushly observing classic. Can he get it?
Oh, yeah, they will get them both.
Props for trying.
But we see neither.
We know what happened. It all works out. Nice play for Vitality to actually hold the shot there, just so they can guarantee 2 kills. And now a 4-on-2 with a bomb planted on lower. fnatic are even being hunted.
And that might seem silly, right? You might be wondering, well, why wasn't roeJ ready for anyone to have crossed garage? Well, just think about it. Last time you saw those outside smokes and Apex was there trying to fight heaven, it was just a lurk. So seems like fnatic were running on that same assumption in that round there, and it comes back to hurt them.
Magisk heard all of this, but he can't stop it as he made it to spawn with the AWP, and so he's not going to hunt that kill. Oh, FASHR, he's got... Oh, no, he stepped. At least gets one out, but the AWP is all the save for fnatic. Yeah, that's a really good point about how just roeJ's not ready for that play, and they phase the smoke, right? They walk right through it as it fades. And so already some trickery on this T side for Vitality, trying to keep fnatic guessing. No guarantees.
When have you ever seen a double discipline round like that?
It's unreal. Like, because they could have just taken the kill when they got to hell and then just flown up the ladder, but no, they really squeezed all they could out of that round. And it's not like roeJ's running around, he's mobile, and you want to take the kill before he just spins. No, he is a statue. He's not moving. All right. Vitality waking up in a gun round. roeJ with a lot of pressure on himself as nicoodoz has only really orbed in heaven, although I say that finally moving towards red with an aggressive yard take from both these Danes. Meanwhile, Vitality on the roof, likely setting up some sort of A execute. Hut roof molly for Magisk. And they might just go off the back of it.
All right. Testing the waters on one of these A plays, perhaps.
Been smoked off, though.
That's going to cause him to taper off a little. You know, you were down to see what the A site had in store, but you don't want to go through that smoke. This does hurt you a bit because that was kind of all your util, really.
Goes both ways. They got everything out of fnatic. They can, for example, just go ramp right now and pop down B. There's going to be no retake nades, no way to regain secret control without gunfights. Boost up. Oh, that might be heard. As he's back up on the rafters. And I think they still want A. It might just be supplemented by a main split. A lot of room outside. roeJ's tucked in main, but this is an easy kill to trade, you'd think. Vitality spacing is everything here. Apex has a smoke primed, but he's using it back in lobby. So they need to win this fight to roeJ. That's the first domino.
Magisk taking a wide swing on this one. Flashed into garage. I know that someone's tried to take this real estate, but with roeJ dead over in main, the A-hole's going to fall to FASHR and Mezzi. Layered on the rafters. They've done well to keep this even. Quick flick attempt from nicoodoz, but it won't connect. KRIMZ makes contact next, but they're ready for it. Spinks has had his number in a couple of these timing rounds now.
Yeah.
KRIMZ getting shut out by him again, and that could have been, you know, the defining moment of the round, though. That fight really did decide the outcome of this one.
I mean, that hurts for KRIMZ because you just look at it from this perspective. Like, if he doesn't go and he waits a couple of seconds, he can time a retake with nicoodoz. But the reason he goes for it is because why would the ramp player already be lobby? That's such an early aggressive play for KRIMZ. You know, he starts moving as soon as that outside control is noticed. He knows that's an A split through main. And so he has such a powerful position, and he knows one right kill, even if he gets traded, can win the round with 10 seconds left. So that's a very unfortunate way to fall for KRIMZ, but good check from Spinks. And Apex rallying the troops right back after they start strong once hitting gun rounds. 3 in a row for Vitality.
Yeah, I like that. I could hear, sounded like a vintage Magic yell. And then we actually had Apex being that kind of calmer voice, saying, guys, listen, like trying to immediately bring them back into the game, attempting to not let the emotions play into it here. Not a move you'd often associate with Apex. Fast out through the door. He's called for the vent drop, and it's perfect time for it. There isn't the util to stop this.
Okay.
nicoodoz is down lower with the AWP, though. They were not accounting for this. There was no way that you envision this AWP being in this position, and now they're getting sandwiched in the vents. Magisk trying to come round from behind, but the bomb's been dropped down in decon, and fnatic are now armed and dangerous in the vents. Magisk dead. nicoodoz down lower puts this AWP to work. He had to be the hero in this round. A big double, and even the pistols getting involved. Vitality might have heaven, they might have upper, but the bomb is down at decon. in the arms of fnatic.
This was a full eco with just the orb. What a read to drop early. fnatic's flanked down the vent. Perfect timing. Vitality shocked. nicoodoz flicking, and he's missing that one. They're going to chase him down. He can't hit the no-scope in time. 2v2, no armor on these AK players. They just need one apiece, and this is an eco win. Jumping through the sky, Apex lands the hit, and it's FASHR coming through the door, but he doesn't know about dupreeh. They recover a very tricky round, a very precarious position with no bomb. And even though fnatic, to a degree, can be happy with that, they had such an opportunity to win an eco, and it's stolen away. I'm so surprised they're out of the door and they're actually chasing that instead of playing those close corners towards vent, towards decon. It's not like they can assist nicoodoz from the site anyway. And already half their timeouts squeezed out for fnatic in the first 7 rounds of this game. Throw back to the timing shots. Poor Rushley. I had full faith he was going to catch both of them, Harry, but, you know, we've all been there. Serving's harder than it looks. You only know when it goes wrong. If you're catching all the kills, you won't even think about it. And when you're with Rushley, you're almost always catching all the kills. Like this.
Ooh.
Wait, where do those nades go? Backside, I guess. Mezzy survives on top. They just skirt by him.
Ooh, FASHR wins that opener. There's the hot roof molly to displace him. Gets him out of the sight. nicoodoz rotating in, but he really needed that shot to connect. The nade kill would be lovely, but it just goes a little short, and ZywOo farms up these A kills, leads the charge to get Vitality in. And that's another round for this T side, racked up 4 in a row now. An entirely different beast to the one that we just saw.
And, you know, the angle that we took early in this half was we have some excellent anchors right now on this A site for fnatic, and Vitality is still doing a very good job of getting A hits on the board. A nice call on Apex to go down the vent on the anti-eco. Well, they know the util won't be there, and there won't be a rifle spamming vent. And right here, just making FASHR and Mezzy go down 1-for-1 is not enough when they're so committed inside of A.
Yeah, you know, I kind of want to say this as well. Like, for Vitality, this T-side's looking a lot better, because one of the things that they were talking about over on the desk, that Matthew was especially, you know, critical of, was how there wasn't really, like, different layers to the T-side on Mirage. It was very one note. There wasn't a lot of adapting taking place. There wasn't a lot of pace changes. We've kind of seen a lot of looks out of Vitality here, right? And there's a lot of intent behind every pace change that we're getting. For the most part, these rounds have been slow, very grueling, right? One where if you're fnatic, you're kind of scared to get too aggressive, fearing what the reaction will be. I'm going to hold this thought, because we do have the fight going down outside, but with roeJ falling and that gun getting away from fnatic, the pressure's put on nicoodoz with that AWP to rotate down lower again.
Yeah, ZywOo's just throwing a gun at the map as well. He knows what money they're on. It's really just this AWP saved that has to go crazy, and they're not even giving him much of a chance. Patient, hoping the pistols make a mistake. And it's not really down to nicoodoz in this position, because if anyone pushes, if anyone goes for info and they die, Vitality will take that gap and they will avoid this AWP. So fnatic, yeah, they jiggle, yeah, they wiggle. They get a bit of info, but they can't move if they want their AWPer to be primed. And right now he is. The chance to dance with the best. Down B, nicoodoz almost blocked by his teammate, hits his. Oh, that's two for nicoodoz. The trade tempts him in. They won't send a third man though. dupreeh has that bomb and he wants to join Spinks on the A site. It is relatively weakened. Oh no, Spinks headshot by Mezzy and dupreeh's got to do it on his own. Deagle spam will do, and this eco gets one for fnatic. Last time it slips through their itty bitty fingers. But nicoodoz grabs and grips around for fnatic.
Yeah, great that finally they deliver on one of these promises, right? nicoodoz does the heavy lifting, and then you've got the pistols there to supplement it. FASHR getting loud, all of fnatic getting loud. It must feel great to have taken that one over the line after coming so close last time. Is this going to be a changing of the game now? Do we have fnatic hungry for blood? Money's in a weird spot for Vitality. They don't have all the bells and whistles here. Don't have all the little pieces to make a play, so it might just be a dump of this util into the A site. Only one out of Mezzy from the rafters, but FASHR behind the vent, and roeJ coming through this main smoke. There's a lot of bodies still to get past here for Vitality, and they're falling short every step of the way. Very speedy rotation. Oh, wow!
Talk about quick.
Quick turn out of ZywOo. Does have the bomb on his back as well in the 1v3.
They think he's ramp, right? Because that's where he was walking, but he's completely rerouted. So there's a little window of timing ZywOo now knows he has by killing roeJ. Did they hear these steps? It doesn't look like it. No one's moved a muscle. FASHR listening. But even then, no assurances. ZywOo might have his plant here. If he believes in it, swing a door, stick the bomb, go back to decom. fnatic are not playing for B. They're clearing out lobby, and soon they're going to have that info, a guarantee. It's good money now for ZywOo once he gets that plant, but he's going to have to pull out an unreal clutch in this 1v3.
Well, it began with an unreal shot, but does he have more like it in the tank? fnatic don't want to give him 1v1s. KRIMZ with that jiggle has given ZywOo a chance. My God, he's a ZywOo, the best in the game, steps up with 4 unbelievable scenes here. He wants the spot egg. He wants this for Vitality. Take a bow. A timeout for fnatic. And now that realization's just setting in. They've just given ZywOo one hell of a highlight.
Highway robbery, hand over your purse. Every headshot. And it had to happen. No other way that comes through. And that's from a jiggle from KRIMZ. You think, oh, I'll just go for the safe play. I'll get a bit of info. And it costs you the round. And that will course energy through Vitality's veins. He makes it look so easy.
I mean, this is why he's the hero of French Counter-Strike, right? This is why this guy's so talked about. Only he could find a way into that round like that. And it's one little misstep. The first chase in a lobby is understandable, right? Trying to put a stop to it. It never even crosses your mind that that round was going to go the other way.
I'm mind blown. I'm dumbfounded. I'm shook. And you got to pick yourself up from the dirt now, fnatic.
Yeah, I mean, that's one that for Vitality is a real high point. But for fnatic, it hurts. KRIMZ, he wants his revenge.
Okay, don't chase him now, boys. Please don't give him another chance, because he's got damn well enough time for this round. They're deep in door, though. No one's ever died in the door to ZywOo at the start of a clutch.
Nah, they're ready to double swing him. Yeah, there's no winning this one. Okay.
A little more relieving.
But yeah, no, dude, it's a round like that that can really get in your head. I think it's super reassuring here for fnatic that they immediately course correct, right? Because where this could have fallen down, where this could have gone so wrong, is if that one goes against them, suddenly they're left thinking, oh man, if only we didn't go, oh, if only we didn't give him that round, if only we didn't give ZywOo the 1v4. But thankfully, they don't just find a fifth, they break Vitality's money, and so a chance to tie this up again. One hell of a mental recovery being attempted here from the fnatic squad.
Oh, again, they found the gap, though. Vitality get down vent on an eco against rifles. Oh, they got to cross past the AK, though. KRIMZ keeps it cool. 3 more kills for KRIMZ in back-to-back rounds. He shut down ramp last time, and he'll disallow the plant here. I don't know what's happened, but Vitality maybe need to pause themselves. They're still running off the high of the clutch, and now back-to-back quick rounds have come up for fnatic. Sure, that one's fine. It's only an eco into B, trying to get a fast plant with a vent dive. But KRIMZ, he contains both of these rounds himself. He's having a very quiet game. Stepped up in a big way there. And now Vitality of full eco. Somehow fnatic are in position to take the lead. They're already over ZywOo. It's Vitality who are left reeling. And the Keeling fields outside for nicoodoz. But he's not playing chicken.
Ooh. Oh, that's a team flash. Not ideal, but
they made it.
They get a man down the secret stairs. Not the bomb. ZywOo gonna Glock out nicoodoz. Now we're all on the edge of our seat for every ZywOo kill, man. Like, that's the ZywOo effect.
Oh, hello.
Apex, hello. Hello, little guy. Up through the vent. FASHR shot up the side of the head. Apex just trying to make this one an expensive round for fnatic.
He can go back down if he wants to be weird, but that smoke's nice because he can hop out main, try and get back behind red. That bomb is a distant. Yeah, okay. I'm getting scared of these clutches, but fnatic are facing together this time. They're able to close it out. 7-6. They get rid of that eco. So we won't have an AWP here either. T-side and Nuke. You know, we on the round as I would put a clutch, I was getting ready to compliment the fnatic setup, but that was obviously pre-clutch. They had some changes. They moved FASHR off of hut roof. He's been there almost every round. Vitality have mollied it every time they've gone A. He was back behind CT vent. Mezzy had a different angle on the rafters as well. It was a nice crossfire for fnatic. They're going to need it again because Vitality will meet them there. FASHR stuck in behind the Tetris. He's not playing games, so he's already gone from the round, and it's Mezzy at the back of the site to pick up 2 kills and stay standing strong. Ramp push, easy, as it's a 1-2 punch for fnatic, leaves Vitality unconscious. It feels like they almost haven't learned their lesson. They are chasing these kills, but they're getting away with them.
I am in awe at the fact that fnatic were able to dust themselves off after that round, because you know, I think many other teams might have crumbled there, right? But this fnatic squad, they always say they've got that mental resilience. They've got that ability to keep themselves in a game, and it's shining through right now. It really is, and it's a team effort for fnatic, right? You're really getting this vibe that, sure, ZywOo's scary, sure, ZywOo's the big bad, but fnatic have got faith in the team.
I mean, mental is so important in any kind of competition, as we all know from playing Counter-Strike, but it doesn't feel like you have a tilter in this team on fnatic. Like, Mezzy's such a calm guy. KRIMZ is never going to start sitting there blaming people. And you've got rookies who have come up in the last couple of years through the online era as the remaining players. So everyone's hungry. That's why this resilience really is a factor. Nice Molotovs. Spinks, this is everything here. Big kill. FASHR's rotate denied. And now Vitality afforded a little bit more room. They know secret isn't an issue. And it turns out everyone is coming from ramp. They have so many more nades. Get them in, boys. Just lobbing flashes. They are wasting the entire round.
Yeah, this is a wonderful delay play. fnatic have really leaving this one down to some slim margins here as the util holds them back. dupreeh's gonna fall. ZywOo and Spink still in this. These two are meant to be the stars, the shining duo of Vitality. First kill found. Spink's with another, but they're on the bomb. roeJ is sticking this, and at the last second steals away that round, giving way to a 9-6 half. In spite of ZywOo's best efforts, fnatic still lead the charge.
Maybe vent again.
Hey, vent.
Dead.
Have a man.
Whoa, two more. One more.
We're crashing lobby still.
Defense. Use defense.
I'm sorry.
Will needs help.
This door spot?
We're still lobby.
No. Back lobby, back lobby.
Back over door, I think. Carrot defense.
Don't shoot
Nade.
Steven. I'm leaving you, Nico.
Don't shoot event. He could have gone down the fence. Yeah,
Back
back
lobby.
Nice! Nice,
Good
Will!
shit. Nice.
Fucking nice in the hole, guys. Insane. Fucking nice, boys. Come on.
Let's go.
Look into my face. Tell me now why you want to wait. Running out of words you wanna say. I've been looking for you, looking for you, looking for you. Take me down, leave me.
You thought that after a round like this, Vitality would be the ones in the lead right now. You thought that a 1v4 of these proportions this late in the series would have done Fnatic in, but it hasn't. They immediately replied. They've kept putting rounds up.
He's too good for you guys!
And while Apex is right, ZywOo is great in isolation. It's not enough to take this one over the line for Vitality.
4 kills, 3 kills, 3 kills. That's the core of Vitality right now. Apex, Magisk, dupreeh, right? We do need individuals to step up. Not an individual, not ZywOo. We need the rest of the squad. Because right now, Fnatic is still only 7 rounds from the Spodek. A place that Vitality have dreamed of, but cannot rest their feet. And it's Fnatic, hop, skip, and a jump, and a run into that arena. They are up in heaven. They are in your head. They are down below, but so ZywOo dropping the first. They won't commit now because they do have that man up heaven, but he won't last long. Mezzi falling roeJ at least gets away with his kill. This is just a fight all over the map right now, but Fnatic will take that top site. It's lobby they have to worry about.
Spinks is already here, and he's got a teammate alongside him. dupreeh's dualies move in, take nicoodoz out of the round. Bomb's going to be planted for roeJ up in heaven, but they've got to cook up one hell of a 2v4 here. KRIMZ back of the site. He's going to get the bulk of the gunfights. Going to try and tee roeJ up for a clutch, but now roeJ has no choice but to fight from the heavens. He can't play around the bomb and the timer in a 1v4. And so there's the reply. Vitality start strong to open up their CT side. ZywOo might have got one, But rather reassuringly, it's Apex and dupreeh lighting up the scoreboard to make it happen.
I mean, with those numbers, it's kind of just mental that Vitality have as many rounds as they even did in that first half, like getting away with 6 on the T side of Nuke. Sure, they did force a lot of saves. They had, you know, these quick A pops where they trade out onto Mezi and FASHR and top site, and then they win the round. A lot of nicoodoz save rounds as a result. But yeah, there can't be any weak links in the second half now, where fnatic will test every area of the map over the course of the next 30 or so minutes. They will put every player under the microscope. Let's see what weakness they can find. They won't find it outside. Iwu, the well-timed nade. Doesn't go deep enough though. He's going to flash Apex for a fight. He saw something. They made it to red, but I don't think they saw him. They were blinded, and across the secret will be allowed. Apex, oh, he's dropped the bomb. That matters most. Everyone else makes it. dupreeh down in the depths below in a 1v1 against roeJ, but roeJ backs up and lets a kill come to him, rightly so. Magisk was even moving up on double as well. With re-smokes, KRIMZ blinded, hops back, and gets that package. Magisk is moving into the unknown.
Oh, they could double swing this.
They should trade this.
Yeah,
even if
the
he kills
trade
roeJ.
should be there.
Yeah.
Magisk doesn't know it, but he's in a weird spot here. There's one. Oh, Magisk!
He's woken up.
All right then.
I think this guy is looking. Yeah, he's looking.
They know where FASHR is. They piece it together. Big spray from Magisk. There was no world in which it felt like he was going to go untraded there.
Yeah, you could see from that setup that KRIMZ was like, you know, he had his teammate next to him holding the push, but he was first exposed, right? He's got his back turned. roeJ's too low, so it's only a bullet for Magisk. Great transfer back. All 3 kills. They call out the lurk, and FASHR makes it no further. Vitality converts their anti-eco, or anti-force at least. And this one should be even easier. Again, flat rifles. Common to see Apex at the back of Garage, holding that main cross, allowing secret control. Vitality very good with the protocols, in knowing how to deal with B takes. And ZywOo still checks timings outside to get some information.
fnatic Deagle's always good at doing some damage, but we haven't really seen that too often in this series. Could do with that promise rearing its head here. Doesn't look like it's going to. There's the trade. No good deed goes unpunished outside. Ooh, Mezi with the deagle. There's one. And he's going to start to back up. I'm now retrieved, and in the 2v3, this went from a damage-dealing round to one where you feel like you actually could get something done here if you're fnatic. Especially when you look at who you've knocked out of the round.
Yeah, but where do you actually go here, right? Because walking out to A is a death trap. You don't really have time for anything else, though. Yeah, Crossfire is very ready for this. Going to be a flick for Spinks. He lands it, and the spray is easy. No room for error in that round for fnatic anyway. It wasn't meant to be theirs. The score levels out at 9-9. And now it's do or die with a buy for fnatic on the harder side of 2. And without the momentum carried forth by the pistol, we're going to need something hot out of the gate. nicoodoz top of the team, Mezi right behind him. But not a weak player in sight for fnatic, and that is a good sign. Have an aggressive round for ZywOo, crossing all the way to secret with that red smoke. It's going to be a late wall outside for fnatic. So ZywOo is in the right place, Harry.
Full smoke wall to complement this push. It won't get rid of this guy, though. Won't get rid of his angles, and you learn about him the hard way. roeJ offered up a sacrifice for that information about ZywOo's AWP. Now fnatic gonna look elsewhere on the map. They try to head out into ramp, but Magisk is here, anchoring it down, not letting them in. Flash will hit, but he gets away with a lot of damage there, even finding mezii trying to retreat back into the lobby.
No one overplaying this, no one forcing kills. ZywOo is creeping back up though. And he catches KRIMZ looking unaware. nicoodoz, he's got the bomb, that's the only benefit, but even A being clear is a problem. dupreeh has a nice spot inside of the lobby. So nicoodoz, even if he fully clears out A, he won't be comfortable to plant. And Spinks is coming to regain that information. They know the timings exist. Look how aware Spinks is. Here's the plant back site. Here's the plant back site. Thinks it's B, and dupreeh ends his into there. Got some beats on his headphones, but luckily, as said, dupreeh in the lobby was the perfect position to finish off that round. Vitality take 10. And ZywOo at the front of it all, opens it up outside. You know, with how this series went, we all remember Mirage, that 12-round streak for fnatic on the CT
Ended up being
side.
14 in total, right? Once you factor in that second half.
Kind of forgotten now, right? Vitality are favorites, no doubt about it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, the CT sides have not been the issue for Vitality.
Yeah.
And if that holds true now, if this is where, you know, you have that supporting cast around ZywOo, then Vitality are in a really good spot. Looking to salvage a make or break series for them, heading straight through to the spotting. And we're still yet to even have ZywOo grace us with his presence there, so a big deal to the Vitality camp.
And I mean, for fnatic, it's not like that. That's you know, an org that, at least in recent years, right, has had much success. And Katowice has gone by. You know, last year, grouped as well.
Yeah, I really like this, man. ZywOo's gone like, I'm taking full initiative here. I am the make or break. Smoke down to try and get them past. Gonna wait for Apex to complete that spam, and then everyone looks to move on by. All four players crossing behind these smokes. mezii will decide against it. He's gonna watch for these rotates. That leaves just 3 down towards lower. Already, rotate is here for Vitality. They've stayed ahead of the curve on this one. Magisk could get caught repositioning, but that's where Spinks comes in. They nearly line up for all 3. That would have been the entire lower component dealt with in this round. And even though he gets out with 2 3/4, shall we say, it's the info, it's the fact that nicoodoz can't commit to the B play any longer. They're having to cook up new solutions on the fly in this 2-on-3.
And Apex has completely changed position. This is such a nice move. He's going to be able to reinforce A once it's confirmed that that's where fnatic are heading, and it's about to be. dupreeh should at least get a kill here. It's not an easy clear for mezii. He'd rather check door. There's more angles there, but it's the wrong call. And nicoodoz, nowhere to go. Apex might even get a bit cocky and take this peek outside. If he does it again, he'll catch nicoodoz going for the big flank, or maybe just saving it in garage. Oh, he saw him. 10 seconds though, so nicoodoz can't do anything but chill in the corner and try and keep his gun. Vitality find 11. And great re-aggression together from Magisk and Spinks in B. They don't, you know, they drop 2 lower, which is, which is very dangerous, but it's you know, reaffirmed by the fact that they re-aggro in secret. You know, if that's clear, they insta-flank the yard play, and if it's not, well, look what happens. Spinks doubles up there, and they trade equally out B and scare fnatic from pushing down lower, because it's only 1 player with a bomb. Half by with this hero AK. fnatic need to show something on this T side, and they need to do it now. But again, ZywOo's looking for openers. Thinning the herd every round.
already having dropped down lower, and with Magisk winning his fights over towards ramp, this is off to a great start. Very little chance that this lowly investment from fnatic is going to get much done now. The nature of the round's been uncovered. The bomb spotted over at ramp, and they know that both remaining players should be over towards this side of the map. Spinks is even already down lower, just keeping them boxed in. And fnatic, they are in this little kill box that Vitality have designed, constructed around them. Oh. Even as they go back, dupreeh's pushed into the lobby and shuts nicoodoz out. KRIMZ, he's haunted from memories at this orange box, and once again, it's Spinks to best him there.
Holding strong, man. Ramp seems to be great for Magisk at the moment. It was solid for KRIMZ on the CT side as well. Two of the more experienced players in the server. You want those safer players in these positions because multi-kills are often a requirement if you're committing to the ramp hold. One and done does not feel like enough with the amount of room it can give for Tease to drop into that B bomb site. 12-9. fnatic still slow out the gates on this T side, and certainly not the case. ZywOo, new round, new position. He's had a fair few different openers.
Yeah, I mean, dude, it's like finding a needle in a haystack right now.
Come out with bloody fingers.
You never know where he's going to be. That's a nice opener. Apex full commits to the spray, and KRIMZ just walks out silo like, all right, mate, you're just standing still. That's a freebie.
Oh. Well, Magisk is not going to go now that he's hurt. ZywOo's even picked FASHR, so it's equalized 4v4. There's two players. He drops it, but his teamwork not there. Oh, that's awkward. Still going to be traded. They're not ready for more. It's the same setup as last time. The double B drop. KRIMZ does have that top site, but the bomb is stuck in secret. He needs to get a kill to open up some room for Mezzy. And they're not even offering up frags on A. Again, dupreeh's cleared lobby. This aggressive mid-round move from dupreeh has left A open, but that's the perfect remedy. This bomb can still cross through main. Mezzy's going to try and risk it for a biscuit.
KRIMZ has the heaven rotate, and that's where ZywOo is right now. He's heard him. Yeah. And ZywOo is coming up the ladder. Yeah. KRIMZ waiting for him. Locks him out of the round. They've got to be ready for dupreeh. He's been taking lobby time and time again. They can't let him uproot this round. Coming out the hut, he's found a gap. In with a chance. Mezzy knocked out. And now KRIMZ fighting from the heavens. Mollied gonna try and fight through it. But gets away with the round.
I love that. He doesn't rush through it instantly. He stands still in the Molotov knowing that dupreeh will think that he's respected the utility. KRIMZ does nothing of the sort. That is an experienced play. That is a brain play from KRIMZ, delaying just a couple of seconds, knowing his death is inevitable. But as long as he takes down dupreeh with him, dear oh dear. ZywOo knew KRIMZ was heaven as well. He heard him throw that smoke from heaven to door. What a play for KRIMZ. 4 kills in this round.
Dude, it's so smart, so sickly. He had one chance, 1 second to connect that shot, and he makes it work. Leaves dupreeh feeling like the fool and keeps fnatic in this series.
Yeah, but barely. Look at their money. They went around with no one surviving. They've got a Mac-10, a Deagle, a Galil, and barely nades. They're just going to have to hit this A site. They could catch nades getting thrown around on Vitality. nicoodoz lining up util on roof. Everyone else in the hut. They go before the flash even pops. So dupreeh just has a field day. Backside molly is not enough as dupreeh on top of silo sends 3 down below. Closed casket for KRIMZ. And nicoodoz 1 on 5. I don't know who called that push, but that came before even a single bit of util was thrown out. fnatic throwing away that opportunity. You need at least one more flash to come through before that.
And what a moment of relief for dupreeh, right? Like after the 1v1 goes against him, they're trying to get in his head, but he really quickly picks up the pieces with that mow down from the top of the silo. You're dead on. No flashes to displace him. No way to make life miserable for dupreeh. It's a shooting gallery over towards A. And this guy's quite the marksman. fnatic, they can feel this one slipping through their fingers. It started with ZywOo as the one hero figure, as the one dependable player. But as this has gone on, we've had his right-hand man in Spinks start to get involved now as well, right? Looking real good. He was meant to be this star. They've put more onus on him, delivering big performances while he's living up to that. Magisk has been damn near unbeatable over on the ramp side, and it's all starting to come together for Vitality. What was once a one-man army now gives way to a cohesive unit on this CT side. And fnatic, they're left wanting, they're left hungry. It's a cold night in Katowice for fnatic as 14 appears on the board for Vitality.
Yeah, who left the door open? Bit of a breeze. And that's exactly what Vitality are doing right now, breezing past fnatic, dropping one round in this entire half so far. 8-1, 7-1 rather. No, 8, that is, yeah. Vitality are on the precipice of the Spodek. They know it, fnatic know it. An opportunity Vitality will not waste. For KRIMZ, it's been 8 years since he's seen the inside. Of course, picking up the win with that old Swedish fnatic roster all the way back in 2015. But it's a different day, it's a different team, and it's a different tier that they're up against because ZywOo is causing a lot of problems. KRIMZ finds that pick. He wants to force them there, whether they like it or not. Spinks, deep in lobby, heard, and FASHR fires off onto ZywOo, but Spinks has been so solid. Finds that trade, 4v4. And reset back to T-spawn just to try and uncover this cheeky man. Oh, ZywOo turns. Oh, I thought he saw something. KRIMZ goes through the smoke, and even Spinks aggresses back to the spawn. fnatic, they uncover the terrible truths. KRIMZ peels back as to not get picked alone, and they can group up for a ramp hit.
If you're fnatic, you cannot give this one away. A 4v2, you spy the legs of dupreeh. You spam him out, you deal with him, and for Magisk, you know where this guy's home is. You know the hole he's carved out for himself over towards ramp. fnatic, they're delaying the plant. They want to clear the hut. This is a lot of fear. It's going to give some room to Magisk here. They clear the hut out. This has given him a lot of time to progress through the lobby. Bomb has been planted. You're not worried yet. But Magisk has been lights out. And if nicoodoz gives him a reason to want to go for this, that could leave you hurting. Oh, they're not destined to meet one another. That fight does not come through.
I'd almost say go for it. You got a bit of money.
Nah, Magisk just trying to keep the damage high. Trying to make this a very costly round. You know, you touched upon it a couple of rounds ago. fnatic, the one round they were able to win most recently, had no one surviving. That's the only T-side round they've got. And so you know that the cash is low. Magisk was hoping to take some folks down with the bomb. Doesn't manage his task. fnatic keep this dream alive, and I think it's interesting to look at, right? Because back on Mirage, we said Apex, last of, one of the last of a kind of old breed of player, right? Of the old guard. Well, on the other side, KRIMZ very much fits into that category. You were just touching upon 2015 with KRIMZ in Katowice. And it's interesting to parallel the two, because for Apex, while he's here with this next generation of players, trying to put them in the right place, trying to arrange his team to pick up the victory and really entrusting a lot of it to ZywOo and Spinks, it's a different story for KRIMZ on the other side. He's taking a lot on his own back. Top performer for fnatic right now. Yeah. He's the one trying to keep them in this.
Love to see fnatic set nicoodoz up, or just give him the time or the room to go for an opening kill, right? He was so efficient on that CT side. Started really strong with 6-1 in the half with opening duels. He's not really done too much of this T side at all. They're going to run a quicker round, take some space with pace outside as those smokes bloom on the fly. roeJ makes it down to B. ZywOo, he's heard this, but he can do nothing about it. And Vitality, typically, they've dropped 2 players down lower. This time it's only Magisk, but I think Vitality expect more resistance in this B bomb site. They think it's the whole entourage. They've dropped 3 of their own. This is quite a gamble to make. And if fnatic go for an A hit, it's going to be all on dupreeh. They want him to take lobby right now. They are beckoning him in with this crossfire. He won't make that move. A multi-kill on the top side for dupreeh may be one of the only ways for Vitality to win this off position. And fnatic will meet him there. Util up and over. It's that or it's event drop, really. They're still so split. They're still not in a hurry. dupreeh.
Dude, this is so nerve-wracking. It's a coin flip round. If fnatic go down lower into the stack, this one could be over. Upper is only occupied by dupreeh, and with him giving that kill over, fnatic don't know it, but the stage is set for this A play, for the round. They've just got to follow through. Yeah, and it looks like they've come to that conclusion. roeJ doesn't commit to the lower wrap, and so Vitality, they're left down on lower with nothing to play for here.
Yeah, lovely call for Meti as well, just realizing what's been going on, which is when we get the secret control, we get at least 2 rotates out of Vitality. They're gonna jump the gun. Let's be patient. Let's wait for the lobby aggro. And I mean, even if dupreeh doesn't aggro there, fnatic is still gonna have 3 or 4 players coming into A together. KRIMZ on a main split, roeJ up vent, and everyone else through hut door. So surely, you know, that's all the makings of a fnatic round, whether or not dupreeh pushes, but him dying only assures fnatic in their call. Very nice little tricky round. And Vitality will think twice about lower rotates. The mind games have begun very late in this T side for fnatic, but now they can start to actually run secret attacks and know that Vitality won't send their whole team there. Or will they? 12 rounds, 5 alive. A breath of relief.
Dude, that's really big. It's really big that it's a 5 alive round, because as we touched upon after the last win for fnatic, right, the only other T-side victory they had was that one where KRIMZ runs through the molly and they win it with no one surviving. There was always this inescapable fear that the game could be out of your hands, that you could lose a round and be forced down onto an eco, and then it feels like it's all teed up for Vitality. Well, now the nature of the game has changed. This is a grind for the Vitality squad, and they're not on that coveted 15. They're not on the, you know, overtime as a bare minimum. They're still fighting for it.
This won't find anyone. It's a nice attempt. Cheeky play. Vitality did it in their T side as well. But now back to the drawing board. Hope you brought your own chalk. From one nade set to another, fnatic go back to outside smokes again, creating this wall for roeJ. The difference here is Apex is starting B. So he's a lot deeper, and he's going to be able to confirm whether this is an attack or a fake. He doesn't even need to peek outside, but he can catch a player moving through. Apex holds the molly. He's just trying to buy some time. There are one-ways available on the stairs as well that are very effective, but Apex just falls back into safety.
See, Apex is kind of in 2 minds, right? Because while he wants the info, he also doesn't want to go down and open up that route, open up that path to something happening over towards outside. And so he doesn't know what the intention was with these smokes. fnatic don't use them. They want to try and walk close to main.
It's stacked.
East side split, but Vitality are ready for this. They've even got ZywOo in heaven to spring to life, and there's that ore. dupreeh helping out into the stacked A play. It's just nicoodoz, and they're in the lobby. They're right behind him. Vitality cruise onto map and series point. Just 5 kills away from, at bare minimum, a quarterfinals appearance in the Spodek Arena.
And that's a mind game again for fnatic. They think they can once more pull Vitality all down towards lower, and they adapt. They don't fall for it this time. Apex, he may have still not stepped up in the fragging department, but he's certainly not giving away that pick in yard, and everyone else has pulled it back, considering there was 3, 3, and 4 kills on the half for him and the Danes. What a resurgence at the right time for Vitality. They do right by ZywOo. Missed shot on the orb. He's stuck behind the red smoke. Where can he even go? Tries to run away. fnatic will have to allow it. roeJ does get secret control with KRIMZ. And so fnatic have a big foothold in this round, but Vitality are only 5 well-placed kills from those playoffs. What they've been dreaming about in so many missed Katowices gone by. 4 years in a row since Vitality's inception as an organization. And they could not make it to playoffs of Spodek. But it is within reach.
Oh. Roy down in the vent, catches Apex. dupreeh waiting in the hut while fnatic giving a lot of room to this double B play that they've got on the cards. Roy might be low, but he's delivering the goods right now. A path to the vent drop. No one's holding for this, so fnatic get everyone apart from nicoodoz down lower. He even joins the ranks a little bit later, and Vitality are just not in a position to play for this round on the back of an injured Roy. He was tagged, crossing outside right at the start of the round. He delivers the goods. This was a player who started this series struggling. He could not get the ball rolling back on overpass. Everything he attempted fell short. Well, here, continuing his redemption arc, he's kept fnatic in this one. He's kept the chance of OT alive.
This really is such a test for Mezzy and calling these rounds, just trying to avoid Vitality, trying to avoid the stacks, because if there's one thing Vitality have been doing, it's just playing together, right? Whether it's overcommitting down lower with a heavy ramp rotation, or it's stacking 3 or 4 on A and just saying, we don't care about that B side, we won't get dragged out of position, we'll believe in our call. Whatever they've been doing it as a unit, and so fnatic are trying to avoid the landmines in this field. 2, or rather 3 away, and they found the first.
Yeah, I mean, it's only 2 rounds, but it feels like an eternity. ZywOo holding for a cross outside. He spots a player, make it to red. Roy was able to run it down secret last time, and he's certainly given the illusion that that was the intent here. But he doesn't commit to it.
This time Apex is, again, starting B, so ZywOo doesn't have to stress, because Apex will have that info in a very safe position as well. Can either just hide out in decon, meaning that fnatic can't comfortably plant, or open the door and commit to an anchor position within B. fnatic will be going B. They're taking ramp first. They've still got this outside control. And Magisk, again, he's multi-killed every single time.
Yeah, he's been a rock. He's been unpassable over towards ramp, but this time it's just 1 kill from him. KRIMZ, good for that trade. Good for the 4v4. And now with ramp taken, Vitality are feeling a pressure they haven't felt yet. They've not really had to worry about conceding this ramp room. No adjustments. With Apex already down lower, teammate alongside him. They hold firm in this split between the upper and lower sites. ZywOo doesn't want to get stuck fighting ghosts outside, so he's going to reposition, holding for a wrap into hell. Feels like Vitality is starting to get an idea as to what fnatic want to do here. 20 seconds, this one's coming down to the wire. dupreeh and ZywOo with kills apiece, and there it is! Vitality going to the Spodek! It's ZywOo delivering, leading the troops, inspiring the ranks, and then everyone steps up in this second half.
Yeah, what a resurgence for Vitality after getting spanked on their map pick as well. That's got to feel so fantastic that not just ZywOo can come in this hot into a 3rd map, but his entire team can recover their performance and close it out. This is a different looking Vitality, and this is their first chance.